content does have a huge impact on SEO, cheap content doesn't. Hi, this is Mehta. I'm the founder at DigiChefs. We are a digital marketing agency based in Mumbai. The topic I'm going to be talking about today is SEO for startups. So while SEO has been around for quite some time and most young startup founders I see are always worried on what to do and what not to do with respect to digital marketing in general and SEO specifically. Let me break down this topic into three specific parts. The first part is SEO really necessary for startup founders? The quick answer is no. If you are a business who's just started up, why not focus on immediate customer acquisition tactics like probably a little bit of ads on Google, Facebook, etc. to identify your right target audience who reacts to your communication and your product and receives it really well. Once you understand what kind of audience works really well for you is when you can actually dive into long-term tactics like SEO. The second topic I would want to talk about is what is the kind of focus you keep in the variety of aspects that you hear under SEO. So I classify the aspects under SEO into three parts. The first part being technical optimization from an on-page perspective. The second part being content optimization from an on-page perspective. And the third part being backlink building or off-page optimization as it's popularly called. If I were to make a decision, I would have focused approximately 40 to 50% of my efforts completely on the technical optimization of my website. I would have kept approximately 30% of my focus on the content optimization of my website and the rest 20% on backlink building. This mix of 50, 30 and 20 between technical content and backlink building could be kept for around 6 months in the early journey of your business, and probably post that you can move things around a bit. The idea is that if you focus on on-page optimization approximately at 80%, there is a good chance that you start ranking for some long-tail keywords much faster than you would otherwise. Moreover, there are a few things that I would want startup founders to always keep in mind when they are doing SEO. So that is the third aspect I want to talk about, which is things probably they shouldn't do when they begin their SEO activity. The first one is while content does have a huge impact on SEO, cheap content doesn't. So if you are going to be generating a lot of content, you'd probably want to make sure that the quality of that content is also up to the mark. Even if you don't publish 4 articles a week, it's completely fine. Even if it's just one article or if it's maybe one web page that you're updating, make sure that you put in your heart and soul into it. Another thing that I want startup founders to keep in mind is to not fall into massive backlink building schemes. There are tons of freelancers available outside who would build, let's say, 10,000 links for $100 on freelancer.com and Upwork and all of those places. All of that is a big gimmick that Google now understands really well. At no point should you really be focusing on those activities because they are only going to harm you. And the third thing that I want startup founders to keep in mind is to not worry so much about backlinks as much as they should worry about, let's say, on-page optimization. So you'd rather focus on quality content, on improving your website speed, working on all the meta tags on your website, rather than worrying about which kind of directory submission should I be doing, what kind of submissions on social bookmarking website should I be doing, etc. That's a little bit from the SEO front for startups from me as of now. In case you have any questions, feel free to write to me at deep@digichefs.com. You can also drop a comment to this particular video down below, and I'll be able to respond to you over there. Thank you so much.